Hello and welcome back to this week's weekly vlog. If you're new, super quick intro, my name is indeed Dawn. I'm a British expat from Manchester. For over 20 years I've been living in the Netherlands, just on the border of Amsterdam, and I live here with my partner Lawrence, who's South African, and our boys Josh and William, who were born here, and our fur babies Jack and Daxter. So if it's the first time stopping by the channel, welcome to our little community. And if you're an OG, a returning viewer, welcome back, guys. I hope everybody has had a good week since last week's vlog. So I'm starting off, obviously it's sat in the car. You would have seen some footage. Lawrence is now stood in a freezing cold half full boat. Our boat is going into storage for the winter. It's our little motor boat, and we've had torrential rain here the last few days, to the point where the boat's just almost full. I think if we had one more day of it, it probably would have sank. We have a little bilge pump that he hooks up to the battery, and wouldn't you know, it's the end of the season and it's broke. I think we've had it years, so, and they're not too expensive, although we've just popped to the boat shop because he was going to bail it out by hand, and I said, I'm not wasting 2 hours of my day on Saturday while you follow me around with, you know, buckets and bailing stuff out. So I said, we go to the boat shop, buy a new bilge pump. Anyway, it was 32 euro. I'm sure the last time we bought one, it was like not even 20. Anyway, we needed it. So he's just sorting out the crocodile clips to the wire. Technical stuff. Get it pumped out, and then he'll sail it down further down the main canal, which is where the storage is. We've just driven past, and the guys are there, although the main gate's not open. So when he sets off sailing, I'll drive round and I'll just hang around and wait for him there. Today we're also going to Utrecht. Lawrence is planning, not the best. He's ordered from the Bakkertje, the bakery that's owned by, my arm's aching, South African family in Utrecht. He's ordered some peri-peri chicken that we have to go and collect. And then he said he wants to stay and have lunch and eat boerewurst rolls, which is basically like farmer sausage on bread. They're delicious. But then we also have to go over to Antoinette's, Raymond and Antoinette's, because it's Quinn's birthday. So yes, running around. Had the foresight and ordered the groceries. They came last night. Hurrah. And yeah, that's going to be our day. So let's get the week started, guys. And I'll catch you in a while. Morning. Yes, it is morning. It's 11. I'm just making some toast, and guess what I'm having on it? Marmite. Love it or hate it. What's your verdict? So yesterday, oh my gosh, it was so busy. I think I last chatted with you, I'm trying to think. Yeah, we were, Lawrence was pumping the boat out. Yeah, loads of water. It might not have seemed that much on camera, but it's it's like a double hold, so the actual hold of the boat underneath what you can't see was full. Anyway, got it all pumped out, went to start it, wouldn't start, and had a look at the motor, and one of the fuses had gone. So anyway, luckily there was somebody was in the workshop at the boat place, the mooring where we keep the boat, and he had a fuse. So anyway, did that, put it in, all worked, and I think you would have seen some footage that Lawrence left, and then I think he filmed some footage, maybe I've put it in, I don't know, and then I saw him arrive. So it's all safely tucked away now for winter. Then we went off to Utrecht. We wanted to, we needed to go to Bakker Bol, which is it's a franchise bakery, but the one in Utrecht is owned by a South African family, Amelia and Jess, lovely people. If you're ever in Utrecht, pop on over. Lawrence had bought some marinated piri chicken. So he'd already paid for it, and so while we were there, he had a boerewors roll. I think I mentioned it's like a farmer sausage in a roll, and I had a bobotie pie. It was delicious, and then we've polished it off with a milk tart. Lawrence said it wasn't as nice as my milk tart, but he's biased. Anyway, we had a super quick walk around. I actually did buy something, and I don't know what he's done with it. Hold on. Can't find it. He must have left it in the car. Last time we were in Utrecht, we walked past this store that sells moonshine, and the flavours looked amazing. So, and then last time we were there, I said, oh, I want to go in and buy some moonshine. It's like a little shop kind of thing. And we didn't leave in the direction of that shop. So while we were there, walking past, I said, oh, right, I'm going in. So I bought some black cherry, was it? Or something, cherry moonshine. Oh, I don't know. I'll look in the car later and I'll show you. I've not tasted it, obviously, but I'm hoping it's nice. It wasn't cheap. And then I had a quick look in Sticks and Cups, I think it is, the wool shop there. I didn't need, but I wanted to look at the Chigu needles. If you don't knit, you'd no idea what I'm talking about. But she doesn't have the fixed points. They're all on the interchangeable system. And I had a look, I was like, I don't need. And then also I had a quick look at the wool, but I thought, I'm not buying because I've got a ridiculous amount of wool in my stash now. And I bought a load, if you would have watched Yarndale or the podcast where I've shown all the stuff I bought at Yarndale, or I was gifted. I've got a lot of stuff. So anyway, I didn't buy, I just had a walk round. Straight from that, we put back home, dropped the chicken off. Then we drove out to Felsebrook and celebrated Quinn's birthday, which was lovely. We had a really nice afternoon there with Raymond and Antoinette at their house. Saw the kids. William was working, so he couldn't go, and Joshua was, I think he was going to the airport to pick somebody up with a friend, so he couldn't go, couldn't join us. But anyway, it was really nice. And then I think we got home, I'm trying to think, it was about 7ish, I think. Yeah, I think about 7ish we got home. And then Lawrence wanted to watch the rugby, so that's what we did. Or he did, I should say, not me. This morning he was up early-ish, I think about 7. I didn't hear a thing. Got up for the loo, and Josh was in the bathroom. He was up ready. I think he had a really late night because there was a fight on. Was it KSI and Tommy Fury? I think. I don't know. I don't watch these things. So he'd watched that at a friend's and had a late night. So I think the plan was he'd got up, hurrah, and he was going to try and sleep in the car. Anyway, I didn't see Lawrence before he left. He did kindly bring all the laundry down for me. Again, I didn't hear a thing. So I've got the washing machine on the go. It's not stopped pouring down here. It's pouring down constantly. There's just been a little break in the weather. Otherwise you would have heard it on the skyline. It's ridiculous. But it's like blue skies. It's like blue skies and these massive rain clouds. Anyway, so I'm showered. I've got my comfies. I've got my jogging bottoms on and my comfy sweater. It's a bit cold in the house. So I've got a blanket over me. I'm just going to do, I think I'm going to do a bit of crafting and watch some YouTube. I think that's what I'm going to do. William's still in bed. I'm not sure if he's working this evening, so I don't know. If he's not home, then I'm just going to please myself all day. Lawrence messaged me, I think I'm trying to work out in my mind, but half an hour ago, he said they were in Ghent, which is in Belgium. And I think Ghent is probably like 2 to 3 hours drive from Paris, I think. So yeah, he sent a selfie of him and Josh and Matthew in the car. So they're all smiling still. They're going to be exhausted because I think I mentioned it on last week's vlog, did I? I don't know if I've mentioned it yet. They've driven down to Paris to watch South Africa v France in the Rugby World Cup. And Matthew is driving and they're doing it there and back in a day. Going to be so tired, but anyway, I'm glad Joshua got to go. Lawrence only had 3 tickets and he'd already arranged Matthew to have a ticket, and it's not William's thing. I think he said he was working this evening thinking about it. When I mentioned, I said, oh, did you want to go? And I'm pretty sure he said no, and I'm working anyway. So yeah, that's what's happening on my Sunday. So right, I'm going to eat my toast. I think it's gone cold now, and I'm going to get under a blanket and just cozy up on the sofa and just suit myself today. It's going to be a nice day for me. Anyway, if I hear anything about the rugby or anything interesting happens, I'll be sure to tell you all about it. Good morning. I'm on the way to work, state the obvious. Hope you can see me. The camera mount fell off the windscreen again, and I'm struggling to figure out the heating situation in the car. I've gone from being freezing cold to roasting hot, but if you've been around a while, you'll know it's the first winter that we've owned this car, so I need to try and regulate the car temperature according to my menopausal hot flushes. Anyway, so firstly, update, Lawrence and Josh and Matthew, they got home 5:30 yesterday morning from Paris. They had an amazing time. If you don't watch rugby or you don't know, and also if it's your first time visiting the channel, Lawrence is South African, and it was South Africa versus France in the, I think it was it the quarter-final or semi-final? I don't remember, of the Rugby World Cup. So South Africa won. So they went all the way there and it was totally worth it. Sorry, I'm just adjusting myself. I'm going to be driving into direct sunlight, which is why I put my sunglasses on. Yeah, so, I mean, Joshua could stay in bed, but Lawrence was working, but he worked from home. He was like a zombie. Anyway, I got up to work from home, and then mid-morning I went downstairs to grab a coffee, and Lawrence in his zombie state had been out and bought me a beautiful bouquet of roses for my birthday, which I think you might have seen. I think I filmed them. I think I did. I'll know when I edit the video. So firstly, thank you for all your lovely messages. I had so many well wishes. It was lovely. Here on YouTube World and on my Instagram and on Facebook. Yeah, it was lovely. I was really really touched. So kind, really. Just as the day was going on, you know, different messages, I would check, you know, every now and again, and it was like, oh, I just felt all warm and fuzzy and loved. So yeah, got some lovely goodies. I think, well, I already shared when I was at Yarndale, Jeanette, Cameron and Laura had gifted me all kinds of fabulous gifts, and as you know, Lawrence bought me a laptop. We're on the second laptop, which is really nice, but I've now discovered, I'm pretty certain it's Windows 11 that is causing the issue, because the new laptop, the audio and video is out of sync. So Lawrence is going to have to do his IT tech support again and figure it out. Oh my gosh, that's so strong. Anyway, I think if you can manage to figure it out, or maybe we can see if we can get Windows 10 installed on it, because what I've read on the internet is it seems to be a known issue with the drivers, apparently, if that means anything to any of you. Luckily for me, Lawrence works in IT and knows exactly what he's doing, but imagine if I didn't. Anyway, I've got vouchers, smellies, thoroughly spoiled. And then in the evening, Lawrence said, oh, should we go out for dinner? And I was like, no, I'm happy to stay at home. It was quite cold last night. I actually put the little heater on in my office yesterday. It's that nippy. It's the birthday-y, I don't know if that's a word. It's their choice what you have for dinner in our house, whether something home cooked, eat out, take away, whatever. So I chose, we had Korean chicken poke bowls, which I'd never had before. I've discovered a place in the next village to us, and it was delicious. We all had the same thing, and all four of us loved it. So we've got a new place on our takeaway list. It's a lot of food though, my gosh. Very generous with the portions. And that was it. Watched Maths, Married at First Sight, and that was the sum of my birthday. But it was quite nice, I'm not complaining. So yeah, going into the office today. I've got quite a busy day again. Yesterday was busy. I did consider taking the day off, but as it stood, I'm glad I didn't, because I did get quite a lot done. But yeah. Wednesday, tomorrow, some friends are over. Friends of ours are over in the Netherlands. They're from the UK. They're not staying with us. They're staying at like a theme park camping place. They've got like a chalet kind of thing. But on Wednesday, they were planning on heading over into Amsterdam anyway. So I said, well, why don't you then swing over to our house and have dinner with us? They've got 6 kids, so the 2 girls are not with them, the older girls, and the 4 boys are. And I said, well, I'll order pizza in or something, you know. Boys like pizza, don't they? So, and it's easy for us, you don't have to cook or anything. So yeah, that's what's happening on tomorrow evening. A quick story time. I'll tell you how I met them. When I just had William, so he was a few months old, it was the May school holiday, and I was on maternity leave, so we booked a last minute 1 week in Portugal, and that's where we met Kerry and Steve with their 2 little girls, and she was heavily pregnant with her first boy, and there wasn't much to do for the kids at the hotel we were staying at, so we just ended up palling along for the whole week and hit it off really well. So, you know, 16 years later, they're still really good friends of ours, and they tend to come over once a year to go to this, they stay at this theme park place, because they get a really good deal on it, and then we always see them 1 or 2 times whilst they're over. They have stayed with us a couple of times, but yeah, it's easier and they like it. And then it's a place called Downrail that they stay at. I'll try and remember to put the name of it on the screen. So apparently some of the national newspapers in the UK, they do like vouchers, holiday vouchers, and if you save up, I don't know if they still do it, but that's how they used to come over. And we worked out one year that the price of the entry for the 4 of us to go and see them and have the day at the theme park was what they paid for a whole week there with all 6 of them, and the mum and dad, 8 people. And if you stay there, you get entry into the park anyway. So it's a great solution for them. So yeah, they were going to see them on Wednesday, and then for the rest of the week, no plans. I think Friday think Friday I'm going to go meet Natalie and Ali. I think we're going to go meet for lunch, I think. I'll be able to tell you soon that I'm off on another work trip. But when the tickets are all confirmed, because we're still planning, I'll let you know all about that. But that's this year, so that's quite exciting. Hello, I'm just perched here because I'm going in there to empty the washing machine, put a load on at lunchtime, and I need to sort it out. So I've just clocked off from work. I worked from home today. Sorry, am I shaking the table? And I realised in the week that I'm off work next week for a whole week. Who remembers the summer vacation fiasco, and when we didn't have a summer vacation? Anyway, at the time I booked next week off because it's half term here in our province, and with the plan in my head that we were going to have a week away together, and I got as far as booking a week off work, and that was it. That's all I did. Anyway, in hindsight, Lawrence is in a really busy period at work at the moment, so it's not ideal for him to be off, and the boys are not bothered. So I've taken a week off, and I've kept the vacation days. So I'm super happy because I've had a really, really, really busy few weeks at work, and I've got everything done, everything off my list today. So yeah, I'm having a week off next week. I think weather-wise it's going to be grotty. I'm looking out the window now. It's been raining on and off all day. But yeah, I think the only plans I have made is, I think on Tuesday, Natalie and I are going to have a day out somewhere. And that's it. That's all I've planned so far. And it feels really nice. I'm quite excited about it. Yesterday was my short day. Lawrence and I blitzed the house, or the ground floor, because it was a mess. It was filthy. We've not actually cleaned it, like really cleaned it, for weeks and weeks now. And we blitzed it. I had bags and bags of stuff, like crafting stuff. This whole table was full of crafting stuff. So I cleared everything away. I cleaned everywhere properly. So yeah, I just have to keep on top of it now. And then our friends come over, I think around 6ish, with their 4 boys. I think I might have mentioned that they were coming over. And I just ordered a load of pizza in, and we had pizza and ice cream, so everybody was happy with that. Had a really nice evening. I've not seen them. Well, we saw them last summer they were over. But yeah, because they don't live here, we don't see them very often. So we just caught up on life and had a bit of a giggle. And yeah, it was lovely to see them. So I sent Kerry a message this morning. I said, why don't you and Steve come over some point for a little weekend away and have a little mini break? And the kids can, sort themselves out. Their older ones are around. And she said, yeah, it sounds like a good idea. So maybe they'll try and plan that at some point. Would be fun. So yeah, I think they left about 9:30ish, I think. And then Lawrence and I watched Married at First Sight. And then I went to bed. And that was my day. Sorry, I'm really tired. This evening, well, Lawrence is going out for dinner. He's meeting an old colleague / friend of his who used to live in the Netherlands, and now they live in the UK. They're over here at the moment, him and his wife. I already said I wasn't going to join them. I did think it was just Lawrence and the guy, but I think the wife might join. I don't know. But I'm so tired after the last few weeks. I don't want to go out. I'm just happy to stay. I've got my comfies on. And both the boys, I think William's working, Joshua's sorting himself out. So it's just me on my own. having a quiet evening, and I'm really happy for that. I just need a rest, actually. I'm quite happy for it. And I think that's it. So yeah, tomorrow, just meeting the girls for lunch, and that's all I've got on. So it's going to be nice and just chilled. I haven't done the grocery shopping because the freezer is full. It's packed to the rafters. Even though we have been cooking, right, Monday we didn't because we had we ordered that poke bowl last night. We ordered takeaway, and oh yeah, and at the weekend, Saturday, we ate out at Antoinette. So yeah, I mean the freezer's like full to the gills. So gills. So I might do a really small grocery delivery, but if it comes on Monday, it's also fine. You know, with like bread, milk, essentials and stuff. Even the animals don't need, we don't need cat or dog food. So yeah, we'll see. Just super chilled. Right, I'm going to go in there and get on top of the laundry. And I'll probably hop back on tomorrow, which is a blink of an eye for you. And I'll let you know what we do for lunch. I can't remember where we're going now. We're going to Townhouse, the one in the village by the canal. Maybe. I'll have to check. Hopefully the weather picks up. Right, I'm going to stop waffling and I will catch you in a while. Good morning. I'm going to meet Natalie and Alison for lunch, but I'm en route via somewhere. I need to pop to the shops. My gosh, it is not stopped raining. I think we're getting the tail end of that storm Babette. Oh, sorry, the camera's funny again. It's just throwing it down. Anyway, I have an umbrella. It's not cold, so I did debate putting a winter coat on, but I've been roasting. But layers, I'm layered again. Oh. I edited so far this week's vlog, and I realised I didn't tell you what I thought of that moonshine. I think it was very cherry, the one that bought. Hopefully if I can find a picture of it, or I could take a picture and put it on the screen. Oh my gosh, it was delicious. When Kerry and Steve were over, we cracked it open after dinner. Just a little, you know, like an after dinner drink, although Lawrence and Steve whacked theirs down like it was a shot, but I just sippy mine. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. And then we had ice cream for afters, and we had I had a chocolate scoop and a vanilla scoop, and I poured some of the cherry moonshine, like cherry liqueur, over it. Oh, it was so nice. It was like a Black Forest Gatto. So very happy with that purchase, I can tell you. Anyway, Lawrence went out for dinner last night. I just sat on the sofa, attempted to do some knitting, and everything that I did knit, I had to pull it back because I couldn't concentrate. And then 5 o'clock this morning, Lawrence didn't get home at 5, but 5 o'clock this morning he started coughing and spluttering and coughing and spluttering. So I was like, oh, okay. So I thought, oh, I'll go downstairs. Well, it's like a disco downstairs. Lawrence has got all this technology with flashing lights and fans going. So I thought, right, that's not going to work. So, because I knew there was some stuff on the spare bed. So I went up, worse than it was, imagined. So I had to clear all the stuff off the spare bed, make it up, got in, and it's the same in the spare room. Flashing lights, things whirring, chipping. So at this point I was like, right. So I marched back into our bedroom because he knew I was awake. He knew full well I was awake. And I said, right, you're going to have to go on the sofa or the spare bed. I can't sleep in any of those rooms. It was like, he went, oh right. I just toddled off out. Anyway, this morning he's apologised, said, oh, I'm sorry about that, because I sound really unsympathetic, but the thing is, if he was well enough to go out for dinner with his mates, then he's well enough to sleep in the spare room. And especially I would if he didn't have all these gubbins on the go. Anyway, so I'm absolutely knackered this morning. I think I was that mad, I was seething. It took me ages. So it took me like The whole thing trying to get to sleep in different places took me a good 45 minutes. And then by the time I managed to sort of hoof him off out of our room, I think I was awake till probably about 7 o'clock this morning. Anyway, I woke up about 10, so I did manage to fall asleep, but I feel it wasn't a good quality sleep, but anyway, it's fine. I felt really bad when he said, "I'm sorry about last night," and he was on a call to his colleague, and then I think his colleague must have said, "Oh," and then he said, "No, I was coughing at 5 in this morning," so I was like, "Oh, I feel a bit tight now," but actually on reflection, I should have got up and moved anyway, because trust me, if I'd have unplugged all these bits and bobs, there'd have been ructions. Right, I'm almost at the shops now, so I'm going to stop waffling, and I'll see you in a while. I'm back. Oh my gosh, it's got really cold here, and it's just not stopped raining. Oh, I had such a nice lunch with the girls, really. So nice. Sorry, Lawrence is still coughing away. Hold on. I need to empty the dishwasher and load it again. Natalie had her birthday gift. She's such a sweetheart. Some people might be like, "What?" But she's got me two of these plates. I told her it was a few years ago now that I really wanted to start collecting the Denby blue, like the stoneware. So last birthday she bought me two, but one of them got knocked. So I had one from Natalie. She's got me 2 more for my birthday. Isn't that lovely? So thoughtful. So yes, I'm feeling all loved. Before I went to the restaurant, quickly popped in the Hamer, bought myself a folder and some, because I really want, this is so boring, I really want to sort my knitting and crochet patterns out. And then whilst I was there, I'm struggling to find a mascara that suits me at the moment, so I thought I'm going to try their own brand false lash waterproof mascara, €5. And I also wanted some new eyelash curlers. Oh, that's good. It comes with a spare little pad for the bottom as well. I have got some, but they're ancient and manky. And then I popped in the Zayman on the way. Luckily, I thought to pick up an umbrella, because what do you think happened? Just as I was getting in my car in the village, the handle on my umbrella fell off. It's ancient and it was a really cheaper one, and it served me very well. So I bought this one from the Zayman, $4.49. So I might get a few more. And then the other thing, I thought I'll have a quick look at the wool. Look at this gorgeous like teddy bear wool that they've got in the Zayman at the moment. $3.49. It's the range is Laura. How lovely. It's not super thick, but I thought that'd be nice. Amigurumi, I might crochet or knitting. I might make a little bunny or a teddy bear or a gingerbread man. So not that I need any more wool, but yeah, I figured I saw it and my eyes lit up. Anyway, oh, my hair's all wet. I think I'm just going to put my comfies on, my leisure suit, my lounge suit. I've got a nice bright green velour one. So I think I'm going to get changed out of my clothes. I'm very, very comfortable, but yeah, this blouse is a bit thin, so I think I'm just going to get my warm clothing on and snuggle up on the sofa and probably watch a bit of TV. As you heard, Lawrence is working from home, but yeah, if he's in meetings, I can have my earphones on, so it's fine. Right. At this point, I'm going to wrap up this week's weekly vlog. So if it's your first time stopping by, oh no, before I do, I did promise to show you. Hold on. Well, this is the moonshine that we bought, O'Donnell's, and it is very cherry, 20% volume, 40% proof. My gosh, it's so nice. And then you could buy like a pouring spout as extra, which mine leaks. It's very rubbish, so I'll definitely be buying more of that. I can really recommend this, and as I said, I think it would be nice on like desserts. I had it on vanilla and chocolate ice cream. Chef kiss, delicious. Right, I am going to wrap up the vlog. So if it is your first time stopping by the channel, thanks for spending some of your time with me. And if you haven't done already, maybe you want to hit the subscribe button and join our lovely community. And if you're an OG, a returning viewer, thank you very much for coming back, guys. I really love all the interaction on the channel. You know, as I said earlier in the week, the birthday wishes were so, oh, I felt all loved and warm. Thank you so much. It was really kind of you. And I'm going to wrap up. As I said, I'm off next week, so might have a few things to do. Tuesday, Natalie and I are going to do something, although the weather looks like it's going to rain all week, so I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe we'll go to the movies, but I'll be sure to take you all with me. And hopefully a bit of crafting done next week. And yeah, let's see what the week brings. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.